Hi guys, so this is just going to be a quick little video of a really neat thing that I saw tonight. It's shortly after midnight on Wednesday night, so my husband and I went out to a carnival fair type thing tonight that comes to Edmonton once a year. It's called K-Days, runs for I believe a week. It's either a week or 10 days. And so we went because we wanted to see Phillip Phillips, who was the free outdoor concert tonight with gate admission. So we went early, went on some rides, went and had supper there, and I actually was able to stay within my calorie count and my sugar count, which I'm very proud of. I had a quarter chicken for supper with some smashed potatoes, half of a corn bread, and Nestea Zero for a drink, and then for dessert I had 3 red velvet cake mini donuts, which my husband got a pail of them, and I just had 3. And then watching the concert, I just had water. Oh, and I also had lemonade. I can't remember what the place is called, but they actually just make it with lemon that they squeeze and then the water. So anyways, we went and we were sitting in the bear garden and we were watching Phillip Phillips, and he started playing the song Home, which I'm sure most of you are aware of. And there wasn't a whole lot of people there because the weather's been really bad and that sort of thing. So there wasn't a lot of people there at the concert tonight. So we were sitting at a table, and then there was like tables all over, and there was a lot of open space. And when Home came on, these 2 girls got up and they started dancing. And at first I thought like they were just like kidding around, like friends, just doing some silly dancing. And then they started like doing more of what you would expect a couple to do. And I was like thinking, oh, that's really sweet. Like they're dancing to the song Home, Home, Home. And so anyways, they're dancing and they're giving each other hugs and they were kissing. And it was sweet. It was nothing over the top. But then this big guy comes by and he said something to them. Now they're way far, like I can see them and I can see the screen, but I can't know what's going on. So this guy says something and one of the girls runs off bawling. And so the other girl goes off after her, and I was thinking, like, I wasn't trying to observe what was going on, but I kind of saw it, with the corner of my eye, and I'm thinking, what's going on? Like, did this dummy say something to them about, like, them being in a same-sex relationship or whatever? Like, that just drives me bonkers. Like, we're in 2015. But the cutest thing happened. They came back, and they were sitting there, and they're holding hands, and I'm watching the screen, and Home, Home, Home song is over, and another song's playing, one of his newer songs, and I see this old gentleman. He walks up to them, don't think anything of it, but he stops, and he talks to them. Interesting, and he goes on. I'm just like, okay, because I kind of a people watcher, right? So I'm like, that's interesting. I wonder what's going on. The next thing you know, the 2 girls get up and they come over to the little deck thing that we're sitting on, and they're talking to the people next to us. I guess they know them. And they explained that this guy came up and said, like, you guys shouldn't be dancing together. That's illegal, and that's against my religion and all this stuff. That first guy, that really upset the one girl. But then what happened is when they came back and they were sitting there and just holding hands and just kind of being quiet, like showing their love quietly, which is just so silly that they would have to do that, this older gentleman came up to them and said, essentially, love is love. Like, that guy's a jerk, and I want you guys to have a good night, and I want you guys to celebrate your love, and all those sort of things. And so, of course, I overheard that because it was right next to me, and I thought, like, it's so interesting that my generation, so 30s, 40s, we can have a problem with same-sex relationships, but yet a gentleman who was clearly in, like, at least his 70s was completely accepting to it. And you would think society has this thing, it's the opposite, you know, where the older generations don't care and, you know, to open their minds, when it's not a generational thing, it's a individual thing, it's a person by person thing. So I just thought that I would share that story with you guys. It really touched my heart, although I was kind of overhearing the whole thing and wasn't actually part of it. It was very nice to see that someone went up to this couple and said, you know, your love is as good as my love, and I want you guys to be happy. So yeah, I just thought I would share that. Share that I actually was outside for about 5 hours, and my breathing is not too bad from the pneumonia. I did have to use quite a bit of Ventolin, especially when I went on the rides. That was to be expected. And I was able to stay within my calorie count. So I had that there. I'm having lemon water now, and I'll have some yogurt. And then before I went for lunch today, I had a salad, and I had Greek yogurt, blueberries, and granola for my breakfast. So I stayed on target with my food today, which is very good, because I only did 15 minutes of my Shredder Shaper plan today, because my breathing was quite bad earlier in the day, and I wanted to try to keep my breathing as good as I could, so that my husband and I could go to this concert, because we did do a lot of walking. I walked probably 2.5-3 kilometers around, I mean, not fast walking obviously, but around the fairgrounds. So I knew I would get some walking in. I knew I would be outside. I'm gonna try to work tomorrow night and Friday night, so overnights. So I wanted to try to keep my lungs good. So yeah, so we had a good day, and I witnessed a very sweet little encounter after the jerk got out of the way. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.